I didn't start this feeling ready. I'm heavier than wanted to be. I'm slower than I thought I'd be. Nowhere near as fit as I used to be. And some days just starting just feels harder than like the actual run itself. The longer runs that I've been doing have been really hurting my knees, so I've had to get a bicycle to help with that. But I said yes to running the ultra around the island, and not because I feel capable, but because it matters. I mean, I'm doing it for a children's charity, and on the days I want to quit, I have to remind myself that this discomfort is a choice. I chose to do this to raise money for kids that have no control over their problems or their challenges in life. This is a challenge that I do have control over to help those that don't have any control. I mean, this isn't a highlight reel. This is me just showing up, honestly, one step at a time. The last few weeks have been hard. Obviously, Christmas came. No one wants to train on Christmas. It's been a lot more difficult than any other challenge that I've done, that I've tried to do. Ordinarily, about 3 weeks into training, I lose any weight that I put on before. That didn't happen this time, and it kind of got me demotivated. I felt like the videos had to be polished. And I was worried that they wouldn't be interesting enough for viewers and stuff like that. So that kind of, and then the issue that I had in Morocco, where I got detained at the airport for filming, that kind of put me off doing any more videos. So I've kind of got in my own way with this. I've got in my own way. I need to get out of my own way. So training is back on. Like I said, I'm cycling a bit now to try and help lose the weight and try and take the pressure off my knees. There will be a run coming up. Getting back on the run. I've got skipping ropes and everything now. But it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. No, that's not true actually. I knew it would be hard. I just think I underestimated the kind of effect that my age and current fitness level would have on the training. So, rejigging the training, back to the drawing board, and let's get this done. So that's a run done today. I know you're thinking I'm not crying, although I could be, but I'm sweating. My fitness level is absolutely shocking. Shocking as. But I thought I'd give you an idea of what this week's training looks like, so I can sort of hold accountable. Today was supposed to be yoga, 45 minutes of yoga, but because it's essentially restarting, so back on week 1, I thought I'd get just a blowout run in. So there's a couple of miles, just to blow the cobwebs off, basically. So yoga will be later on, before bed, so it's still getting done. Tomorrow, 6 easy miles, so 6 miles at easy pace and 30-minute strength training, so that's 3 sets of squats, 12 reps each, lunges, 3 sets, 10 on each leg, glute bridges, 3 sets, 15, calf raises, 4 sets of 15, and a plank, 3 sets of 45 seconds. That's tomorrow. Wednesday is 60 minutes of cycling in zone 2. So the cycling is easy pace, but the reason I put the cycling into the training is because the long runs at the moment are hurting my knees because the extra weight I've got on, and plus the Christmas weight has added to that as well. So cycling is going to help with that. Get a little bit of that weight off and keep my legs working. It's low impact, you know, it's good for the legs. Thursday, 8 miles, easy run, steady pace. Friday, 30 minutes of yoga. So Fridays before rest days, but I think if you put a yoga in there, it's still technically resting, because it's a gentle yoga session. Saturday be 10 miles, and then Sunday I've got a 16 mile booked in. So that's a run with Annabelle, early run. So that's this week's training, to give you an idea of what that looks like. And then what I'll do is I'll give you an update on next week's training. So I need to be held accountable, guys. Obviously training's falling off the wagon, but look, I'm back on it. So it's difficult, isn't it? You know, it's one of those things. It's the getting started that's the hardest part. But I've rejigged the plan, rejigged the training plans. I've got 16 weeks of core non-negotiable training. I've got all my supplements and everything all in play. So
it's just a case of getting on it and making sure I stick it every day. But yeah, I think what I want to do, I'm not going to stick these videos to one a week, so I think that's too regimented. So if I have an idea for a video, I'll stick it up. But what I want to do on the next video as well is I want to walk you through the course. So I got the course through the Active app that I got when I signed up to the race. So I'll go through that and show you the points I'm a little bit worried about, and the points I haven't done yet. So yeah. So I'm all washed and dressed again, and just heading out on the school run. Pick everything up. I don't know what's going on with my fitness lately. It's got really bad. Really bad. Can't explain it really. It throws me off because it used to be, and I know I'm getting older, but I'm only 40, do you know what I mean? It's not, 40's not the age it used to be. I'm a relatively active guy, but it used to be that I'd be able to start training and then within about 3 weeks or so I'd lose the weight or lose some weight and start getting fitter and feel the benefits of it. And this time it's just been so much harder to stay motivated, to get motivated and stay motivated. The weight hasn't come off at all. And I know Christmas is just gone and all that and blah 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 blah, but still, it is difficult. Yeah, a couple of miles done today, and we'll do some yoga later. 6 miles tomorrow. Quite a tricky one, to be fair. But we'll see. This woman behind me is sat in the yellow box, she's blocking all traffic. See? So yeah, it's not long now, 2nd of May. 2nd of May is when the race is. I'm going to take you along as well. So obviously we'll be filming the whole time. Well, not the whole time, obviously. I'll film for 14 hours of film or whatever, but be filming throughout and put together a nice long video at the end of it. I just want to show really that normal people can do this sort of stuff, and it's worth doing. It is worth doing because it gives you not like a sense of purpose or anything, but it does give you something to aim for, you know, something to get you off your arse. The bit I'm most worried about, and I think it's just because it's the bit that I stopped on when I walked it, is where I think it was on Culver Down. So it was the checkpoint, the 3/4 checkpoint at Culver Down. That's where I stopped. Couldn't move. It took me 20 minutes to walk to the toilet, which was like 20 metres away. So I'm most worried about that because the bit after that goes through all like Ventnor and like the really hilly bits. What fucking idiot put the really hilly bits at the end? The last, so I did 55 miles. So the last 10 miles, last 11 miles. 11 miles of hill right at the end. That's gonna fucking push it. That is. But if it didn't challenge you, don't challenge you, don't change you, as they say. You know. We'll see how that goes. But I've got a mental plan sorted out now as well, so I've been working on the mental plan. Because this isn't just physical, this is mental, it's fueling. The fueling thing I'm going to find difficult because I'm a bit of a food addict, and I know, so in my plan I've got to, after the first 90 minutes, I've got to have an alarm set for every 30 minutes to eat, to fuel, right? And I've got to sip water every 15 minutes, so every mile a little bit of sip of water. I can't be in the aid stations for any more than about 90 seconds unless needed, unless I need medical attention, so that's quite strict. This is all non-negotiable, and this is in order to get the time under 14 hours, which is the goal that I want to set, under 14 hours. So there's quite a bit to get your head around, to get my head around. But I can do it. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. We'll keep been saying that to myself until I believe it. But I know I can do it. I know I can do it. If I did the first time I walked it, so obviously I've only walked it once, but I did that without any training, and I made it 3/4 of the way around. If I can do that without any training, make it 3/4 of the way around, I can train and get all the way around. I've got a running buddy. My mate Annabelle's going to do it with me. So, and she's a seasoned ultra runner, so she's run a few ultras now. So it's not as if I'm doing it with someone that's inexperienced as me, because obviously this is my first ultra, but I still have to get my own mental stuff, because I'm a very stubborn person, so I need to get my own mental capacity in check, because if I don't want to do it, I won't do it, and that's not what I want. I want to do it. So on the flip side of the coin, if I want to do it, I will do it, and I do want to do it. I want to raise money for these kids, you know. I want to do something really special for this charity. I mean, we've already raised like £1,600. To be fair, yeah, I haven't been pushing the donation link or anything like that at all recently, because I've fallen off the wagon, you know, which is a shame. But I'll make up for lost time. Like I said, I'm a very stubborn person, I'm a very motivated person when I want to do one. Usually, this is something else I'm struggling with. I'm struggling with in a big way, actually. Usually, if I've got a training plan in place and I've worked it all out, spent weeks researching like I have for this one, usually day one of training I am disciplined. I can do the training, I'm disciplined. I go through it, I stick to it, I stick to my diet and all that sort of stuff. This one I haven't been able to. Something's changed, something's stopped. So I don't know if this will be a first of many for me in ultras. This might just be a one and done. Like I said before, I had to get a bicycle because the extra weight that I'm carrying at the moment is hurting my knees. So then that sort of seeps into your brain and starts thinking, oh, you're an old man, you know, your knees are hurting. But I suppose it happens for everybody, you know, it could happen at any age. But the cycling is in the training plan now, as I said earlier on. So it's a problem that's been tackled head on. So it's not as if we're going, oh, I've got a problem, I can't do it, or anything like that. So I'm doing it, I'm dealing with it. It's a problem that's been tackled head on. So there's that. I have got skipping ropes to help with the stamina and everything as well, which I really should get out. I've got the resistance bands, which are part of the strength training. So I've got the whole training plan mapped out. But what I'll do is I'll give it to you week by week, so you can hold me accountable. And this video is going, today is Monday the 12th of January, and this video is going out today. So if this video isn't posted on Monday the 12th of January, someone needs to give me a call and give me a kick up the arse. But this will get posted today. And like I said, I won't be sticking, so I've written on the channel right up that I'll be doing a video every Monday. I won't be sticking to that. What I'll be doing is I'll be doing a video as often as I can. And I think that will help me keep accountability, because I've gone off social media a little bit recently, like traditional social media like Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. I've actually taken it off my phone. I don't know what, I think there's a lot of negativity in the world at the moment, and a lot of stupidity as well, a lot of idiocy, which really pisses me off when people are so outwardly stupid they're not willing to do research or, you know, convey a little bit of critical thinking. So I've kind of come off it a little bit, stepped off it a little bit, which sounds counterproductive, but obviously I can cross-share all these videos from YouTube, I can cross-share them onto the Facebook and Instagram page, you know, so I can still post on it, I haven't got to be on there. So if you are seeing this on Facebook and Instagram, it's because it's been cross-shared. But if anyone wants to donate, the link is in the description of the video. It's also in the bios of any platform that you are viewing this on, or if you just want to reach out. It doesn't have to be like massive, you know. £5 will help. £5 will help massively, more than you know. And it's for families that, you know, have children that have got challenges that they can't control. You know, it's it's illnesses, it's critical illnesses, it's long-term chronic illnesses, you know, stuff they don't have any control over, and you know, didn't ask for. They're not even asking for handouts or anything like that. This charity is giving these families an opportunity to stay together, to get better, and that's what we want to help with. We want to help with all that. That's what I want to help with, you know. I do a fair amount for charity, but this one's really, I don't know, this one's really touched me in a big way. So I want to raise as much money as possible. The goal is £5,000. We've already raised 1,650. So if we can get even half of that, so another grand, another £900, £850, another £850 between now and the 2nd of May. But I'll leave the link open for a little bit after. But another £850 that time, even that will be amazing. And I'll come and give you all a great big sloppy kiss as well. Just waffling at the moment, trying to get used to talking to the camera because I need to do this. I need to force myself to do all these videos. I didn't realise actually how much time it would take to make YouTube videos, because I'm used to doing like stories and stuff. I used to do on social media, which is great, and I'll do them ad hoc. I'll do it, post it, forget about it. But I think these ones got a little bit more structured because I do want to kind of document this whole journey and piece together like a bit of a longer film at the end of it. I've got to keep in the forefront of my mind that I'm doing this for children that don't have a choice. I'm very fortunate that my children are healthy. My son wasn't when he was born and suffered for a long time, which is probably why this charity hits home a bit more than the others that I've raised money for, because I've raised money for like disability charities and cancer charities and, you know, mental health charities and stuff like that. But this one in particular, I think because my son was quite poorly for like the first year and a half, 2 years of his life, this one hits home a little harder. But thank whatever power is above, or whatever power is that be, my children are healthy, and I'm grateful for that. So I really want to give something back to make sure that other children have the opportunity to be healthy and to live happy lives, and that the families get to live happy lives. I mean, I've had direct contact with some of these people that have actually benefited from this charity, like you know, our web developer. His son was actually helped by this charity. So yeah, it's very close to home. It's very, very close to home. Anyway, this has been fun. Oh, look at that, I got a spot. Space straight off. BOSH!